because every time I tell it, people seem to enjoy this story. It's for veterans and it's also for business people. It's called, Can You Get a Message to Garcia? Oh, this is a good story. Repeat after me. Can you get a message? Oh, come on, students, you better than that. I'm talking about students. Come on now. Can you get a message to Garcia? Well, you may ask, don't repeat now. You may ask, who is Garcia? Garcia was actually a guy on the island of Cuba. You see, during the Spanish-American War, we needed to get a message to Garcia. So the president called and he said, who can get a message to Garcia? Here's the guy that's going to help the Americans win the war, and he's leading an insurgency on the island of Cuba. Who can get a message to Garcia? They called on one guy, his name was Major Rowan, R-O-W-A-N, Major Rowan. Major Rowan reported to the White House. Yes, sir. Major Rowan reports, sir. Major Rowan, here's the pouch. He needs to go to Cuba. It needs to be in the hands of Garcia. Can you do it? Major Rowan said, yes, sir. Major Rowan saluted. Yes. Major Rowan did an about face. Boom. Here we go. He got on a big boat. He got on a medium-sized boat. He got on a small boat. Next thing you know, Major Rowan, backstroke, side stroke, to the shore, pull his K-bar out. On the island of Cuba, gets up. 3 weeks later, he traversed the island and got a message to Garcia. Major Rowan didn't ask, am I getting paid overtime? Is this time and a half? Is Garcia Spanish or French? Wait a minute, I haven't had enough chow today. Am I getting C-Rats or MREs? Oh, my God. Major Rowan, without any doubt, without whining or bellyaching or crying about the air is not cold enough, it's not hot enough, he got a message to Garcia. My God, what happened to Americans like Major Rowan, who would stand at attention and salute and take orders and move out, understanding his life was in danger, but the country depended on him. I found them. They're sitting in front of you today. Give a hand for Major Rowan. Give him a hand. I'm not done with this story. See, because the people sitting in front of me today are true American heroes. They're the kind of people that you write books about and songs are written about, and they talk about valor and honor and dignity, and many people use these words today with football players, basketball players, hockey players. Oh no, I'm talking about my American heroes, the veterans that are sitting here today. Because I can tell you, these are people with the firm will to fight and will to win that understand what it takes to be great. One of the greatest things in the world is when you absolutely walk into your destiny. And I'm telling you, as I look at our lives here today in this country, we would not be Americans or speaking English had it not been for guys like this. We may be speaking French or German or something else, but it wouldn't be English. So I tell you now, I stand as a proud American supporting everybody here. And I want to finish up with a story for the young folks, because that one's for the veterans. And there's a story that always comes to mind that people love when I tell this story. It is about overcoming and becoming everything you're supposed to become. And never giving up and never quitting. One of my sergeant majors in the Army was Sergeant Major Mike Jefferson. And Mike passed away with cancer a few years ago. And I had the honor to speak at his funeral. And Mike said, Terry, what are you going to tell them about me? I said, Mike, I'm going to tell them you are trained like your fight leader. Think about it, your best friend and buddy calling you on the phone before he dies of cancer and said, Terry, can you speak at my funeral? Can you do my eulogy? And I had to stand there on the phone and act tough and listen to his voice on the other end of the phone and said, Mike, I got you, buddy. Don't worry about it. I'll be there and I'll salute. See, when I talk about the passion to win and the passion to be great, it's in every young person here. But see, most people will die a carbon copy of something much less than what you could have been because you get sidetracked by secondary goals. Drugs, sex, not going to class, not doing what you're supposed to do. And every young person here has greatness inside of them. You see, if you want things bad enough, you have to go out and fight for it. Work day and night for it. Give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it. If all that you hope and dream is about it and life seems useless and worthless without it, if you gladly sweat for it, fret for it, and plan for it, and lose all the terror of the opposition for it, if you simply go after the thing that you want with all of your capacity, strength, and sagacity, faith, hope, confidence, and stern pertinacity. If neither cold, poverty, famine, nor drought, nor sickness or pain of body and brain can keep you away from the thing that you want, if dogged and grim you besiege and beset it, with the help of God, I know you'll get it. You clap, that was pretty good right there. That was pretty good right there. I got 5 minutes, so I'm gonna finish strong. One of the greatest things you can do is start to believe in what you have inside of you. And you gotta stay away from no good, nothing friends. When I joined the Army, Bobby Badeaux loved this story. I asked him, because I was a guy that got kicked out of class 8 times for fighting. I got bite marks on one from a fight in 4th grade. And, I went to school for basically 3 things: football, recess, and girls, depending on the day of the week. Friday was football because we played on Friday night. But I forgot lunch. I think I gotta throw lunch in there. In my first Sergeant James B. Sloan, a Vietnam vet, told me, boy, this is what he said. Well, I can't say exactly what he said. It's all he said. But he basically told me I had to change my ways, or he was going to boot me out of the Army. So I started asking questions. I said, who are the toughest guys in the Army? They said, the Rangers. I said, the Rangers are the toughest, baddest guys in the Army? They said, yeah. I said, what does it take to be a Ranger? They said, well, first you got to pass a swim test. I said, swim test? You mean like in the water, swimming? They said, Terry, yeah, swim test. But we're talking about full uniform, boots, LCE, and a weapon. Oh my God. Everybody knows black guys don't swim. I went to my buddy. I had 2 buddies. One was a black guy, one was a white guy. I went to my buddy. The black guy said, man, I want to be a Ranger. He looked at me and said, man, we don't swim. I said, oh my God. Oh my God. I had a buddy that was a white guy. I went to him. I said, I want to be a Ranger. Terry, you didn't get the memo? Black guys don't swim. I said, oh my God, man. See, when your dream is big enough, the how-tos don't matter. Stop going to your friends trying to get them to verify you're great. And that was my mistake. I ran to my friends and they couldn't verify I was great. So I got this little lifeguard at Fort Bend in Georgia, never forget her. She got me in the pool and she said, okay, Terry, first thing you gotta do is go underwater. I said, go underwater? What do you mean? Yeah, just hold on the side of the pool and go down, head underneath and blow bubbles. I said, wait a minute. We don't like water in our mouth, nose, eyes, and ears. She said, how bad do you want to be a Ranger? Then she called me a wimp. I said, oh God, I can't take this. Next thing you know, I get to Ranger School. I'm standing on the edge of the pool, Fort Bend in Georgia. And I could feel the haters hating. They said, wait a minute. He made it through the 10-mile run, the Derby Queen. He even made the 5-mile run. But everybody knows black guys don't swim. He's out of here. Standing there. See, you gotta be prepared to be great in life. And these veterans that you see today prepared themselves for excellence. That's why they're sitting here today. So I'm standing on the edge of the pool and the instructor says, Ranger Johnson! Yes, Sergeant. Into the water! Came up. I started side stroking. Next thing you know, I didn't need to do this. I did it because it looked cool. I took a big cup of water in here, Mr. Badeaux, and I spit it out over his shoulder. Just like that. I didn't need to do it. I just thought it looked cool, you know? And I'm side stroking. Next thing you know, when I get parallel with the instructor, and see, I knew if I could make this swim test, you'd have to kill me to get me out of Ranger School. I was not going to quit, period. When I got parallel with the instructor, I held that weapon high, and I said, Ranger! Yes! Yes! Y'all, you wonder why I'm still crazy today? I'm crazy about your life. Because it never became a time that it's okay not to be motivated. And every veteran here today has that steely-eyed toughness inside of them. They may not jump up and down like Coach Johnson, and they may not scream like me, but look inside the heart of a champion. I want to finish this. I'm going to get every young person to stand up. We're going to say this to our veterans. If you're young in here, you sit down, you're ready to stand up real quick if you're a student. I'm talking to the students that are on the side. We're going to salute our veterans this last part. Don't now sit down and say, no, you got to get quicker than that. Quicker than that. Yeah, because you're going to pop up real quick. Let's see, let me get a chair back here real quick. Because I'm going to beat you standing up. I'm going to beat you standing up. Now, y'all, I'm talking to the young folks. Veterans, y'all sit down. I'm talking to the young folks. Now, when I tell you to stand on your feet, you're going to pop up quick. Don't let me beat you. I'm 50 years old. All my kids are grown. Yeah, I got bad hips, bad knees. I got all kinds of stuff I can talk about, complain about. But when we stand up, we're going to do this to honor our vets. And we're going to pop up fast, and you're not going to let me beat you. But let me tell you why I'm going to beat you. I'm going to beat you because I want to. I want to see if you're tough enough to beat me. Get ready, get ready. I'm going to say, on your feet, and you pop up, children. Don't let me beat you. Students, don't let me beat you. Don't let me trick you on your feet. Sit down, too slow. And we're going to try it again. I told y'all we're finishing strong on. I got 1 minute left. Come on. Don't let me whoop you. We got to say this cheerful vets and let y'all go back to class. Here we go. I've been told I cheat doing this exercise. I've been told that. On your feet. Stand up, remain standing. You get ready to go back to class. Remain standing, students. We're going to say this to our vets and point to them and give them your best. Say, sir, ma'am, because of you, I'm free. Sir, ma'am, because of you, I can live the American dream. Sir, ma'am, because of you, I speak English. Sir, ma'am, because of you, I'm alive. God bless you. Somebody get the mic.